What if everything you believe about yourself, your limitations, your fears, your struggles, was just a program running in your mind? Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the walls holding you back were never real to begin with. The chains weren't physical, they were mental. This book is a journey into breaking free from those invisible chains, into understanding that the greatest limitations we face are the ones we unconsciously reinforce every day. The human mind is an extraordinary machine, capable of rewiring itself, reshaping reality, and redefining what's possible. Yet most of us live trapped in patterns formed by the past, dictated by subconscious beliefs we never actively chose. In Breaking the Chains of the Mind, Rewiring Your Brain for Limitless Potential, written and published by Mindful Literary, we explore how to break those patterns, dissolve outdated mental programming, and consciously design a new way of thinking that supports your highest potential. Through neuroscience, psychology, and the transformative power of conscious awareness, this book will guide you in rewiring your brain for success, fulfillment, and freedom. You will learn how thoughts physically reshape your neural pathways, how emotional addictions keep you stuck, and how belief is the foundation of personal transformation. With practical exercises, real-world examples, and powerful techniques, you will not only understand the science behind change, but also embody it. Your mind is not your enemy. It is your greatest tool, if you learn how to use it. So let's begin. Let's break the chains. Let's step into the limitless reality that has been waiting for you all along. Introduction: The Illusion of Mental Chains. In a quiet suburban neighborhood, nestled between rows of perfectly manicured lawns, lived a woman named Sarah. For much of her life, Sarah spun herself into a cocoon of self-doubt. She carried the weight of limiting beliefs as if they were fixtures in her home, too familiar to question, too daunting to challenge. Each morning, she would wake up, gaze into the mirror, and hear the echoes of her childhood ringing in her ears. "You're not enough." These whispers followed her into every room, into every conversation, snuffing out her confidence and stifling her dreams. Yet, it is in the depths of despair that the most profound transformations begin. One fateful evening, after yet another day spent hiding from her true self, Sarah stumbled upon a book that promised a path to freedom. The words leapt off the pages at her, igniting a flicker of hope in her heart. She realized that the decision to break free was one she alone could make, and thus began her tumultuous journey towards self-emancipation. Sarah's transformation was not about merely tossing aside the chains of her past. It was an emotional odyssey, rife with peaks and valleys. In the beginning, she felt the intoxicating rush of possibility, as if the world had suddenly opened before her. Yet, the further she traveled down this uncharted path, the more turbulent the waves of fear crashed upon her. Each step forward was met with formidable forces from within, voices that screamed, "You will fail." There were nights filled with tears, where the weight of uncertainty threatened to crush her spirit. Nevertheless, it was in those moments of raw emotion that she discovered the courage to confront her demons face to face. By embracing her fears rather than running from them, she began to peel back the layers of self-deception. Each revelation was like a breath of fresh air, illuminating the corners of her mind once clouded with self-doubt. Sarah learned that mental emancipation is not an instant process, but a journey rich in emotional complexity, one that invites the full spectrum of human experience into its fold. Moments of triumph would be followed by relapses into old patterns, but Sarah learned to navigate this emotional roller coaster with renewed resilience. She found solace in the support of newfound allies, other souls on similar journeys, who reminded her that struggles are part of the human experience. They laughed and cried together, each shared story a confession, each breakthrough a celebration. Through this chorus of shared vulnerability, Sarah came to understand that breaking free from limiting beliefs is less about isolation and more about connection. As she returned to the mirror, the reflection staring back at her seemed less like an adversary and more like an accomplice. Her journey taught her that liberation lies not solely in the absence of fear, but in the courage to face it head-on. By recognizing her worth and redefining her relationship with her thoughts, she discovered the extraordinary power of a single life-altering realization. Every individual has the potential to rewrite their narrative, to step beyond the confines of their past, and to embrace the fullness of their existence. One practical step worth taking is to practice daily affirmations, speaking words of kindness and empowerment into your own life, as Sarah did. These simple phrases can serve as the first stepping stones on your own journey toward liberation. The nature of mental chains. Why we unconsciously trap ourselves in repetitive thoughts, habits, and patterns. The forces of habitual thinking shape our lives in ways we often don't recognize. These invisible chains are forged in silence, where thoughts become routines and feelings turn into patterns of behavior. When we think a particular thought frequently, we create a pathway in our minds, a comfortable groove we retreat to time and again. For some, it may be fear of failure that becomes a constant echo, drowning out the voice that encourages risk-taking and growth. For others, it can manifest in self-doubt, leading to missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. Each thought, whether positive or negative, plants a seed, and over time, the garden of our minds can become overrun with weeds that stifle our ability to reach for the sunlight of possibility. The emotional weight of these mental chains can often feel like a heavy cloak that we wear without realizing its burden. Each moment spent in repetitive thought patterns reinforces our self-imposed limitations, creating a sense of stagnation that can be deeply unsettling. Awareness of these chains is not just an intellectual exercise, it is the cornerstone of liberation. Recognizing the cycle of negative thoughts and identifying the emotions tethered to them can break the invisible bonds that hold us captive. When we begin to see our habits and patterns for what they are, we open a door to healing and release. Acknowledging the emotional weight we carry allows us to confront it, creating space for new perspectives and healthier habits. The journey toward freedom starts with a simple yet profound practice: mindfulness. Taking a few moments each day to observe our thoughts without judgment can illuminate the patterns we've formed. Slowly, as we cultivate this awareness, we can begin to dismantle the chains that bind us, one thought at a time. It's in this space that we discover the power of choice, the ability to redirect our thoughts and reshape our lives. Ultimately, embracing our vulnerability and acknowledging our mental chains empowers us to break free and forge new paths filled with possibility. The promise of this book, a guide to understanding, rewiring, and liberating your mind from outdated programming, allowing you to step into an entirely new way of being. Imagine a world where the constraints that have held you back begin to dissolve. Picture yourself stepping into a vibrant landscape of possibilities, unfettered by old beliefs and patterns of thinking. This renewed mindset is not just a dream, it is a promise waiting for you to embrace. As you read through this book, visualize shedding the layers of doubt and limitation that have accumulated over time. You may find yourself contemplating the innate strength that resides within, waiting to be awakened. You will see that every thought that has once seemed fixed is actually a malleable clay, ready to be reshaped. The journey we embark upon together will explore the depths of your mind, revealing the paths that lead to new understandings and potential. Open your heart to the idea that liberation from the confines of outdated programming is not only possible, but entirely within your grasp. This book serves as a treasure trove of tools and practices designed to spark your transformation. You will encounter exercises that hone your awareness, helping you to recognize the thoughts that no longer serve you, and to gently, yet resolutely release them. Techniques like visualization and mindfulness will become your companions, guiding you into a deeper connection with your true self and your aspirations. As you implement these practices, you will notice a palpable shift in your perspective, igniting a hope that lights the way forward. This journey is not merely about understanding, it is about action. You will be empowered to step into each day with renewed energy, embarking on a quest of self-discovery that feels both exhilarating and profound. Within these pages lies the promise of a new way of being, beckoning you to take the first brave step. As you prepare to delve into this rich exploration, remember to approach yourself with kindness. Transformation often requires patience and self-compassion, especially when confronting ingrained beliefs. Recognize each small victory along your path, for every bit of awareness you cultivate contributes to your evolution. Make it a daily habit to reflect on your progress and celebrate the insights you discover, however fleeting they may seem. This book is your ally in crafting a life of intentionality, a life that resonates with your deepest desires and true potential. Carry this sense of curiosity with you as you move through each chapter, and allow it to illuminate your way towards liberation and self-acceptance. Chapter 1: The Neuroscience of Mental Conditioning. How the brain wires itself based on past experiences. The human brain is an incredible organ that constantly adapts and reorganizes itself based on our experiences. This process, known as neural wiring or neuroplasticity, allows our minds to be shaped by the things we encounter throughout our lives. Every moment we spend interacting with the world influences the connections between neurons, creating pathways that form the basis of our thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. When a particular experience occurs repeatedly, the connections associated with that experience become stronger, while those less frequently activated might weaken and fade away. This means that our brain is not set in stone. Rather, it's a dynamic entity that continuously rewires itself in response to how we live, feel, and perceive our surroundings. Emotional memories hold significant sway over how these neural pathways are formed and maintained. Each memory we create is colored by the emotions we felt at that moment. These emotions act like markers, guiding the brain in how to interpret similar experiences in the future. For instance, a comforting childhood memory may create positive associations, leading to feelings of safety and love. Conversely, traumatic experiences might forge pathways that predispose us to fear and avoidance. This emotional resonance is crucial because it helps us respond to situations based on past interactions, influencing our current beliefs and choices. It can empower us to learn and grow, but it can also lead to patterns of thought that hold us back, revealing the profound connection between our emotional landscape and the way our brain is wired. Understanding these intricacies, the intricate tapestry woven by our experiences, allows us to become more mindful of how we react in various situations. It opens the door to personal growth and change. We possess the ability to influence our neural pathways by consciously engaging with different thoughts and practices. Through mindfulness, reflection, and approach to new experiences, we can begin to reshape our minds, creating pathways that lead to healthier responses and beliefs. This journey isn't merely about recognizing what's happened to us, but also about how we can redefine our relationship with those experiences, ultimately leading to a richer and more fulfilling life. The role of neurons, synapses, and neural pathways in forming habits and identity. Neurons, the fundamental building blocks of our nervous system, play a crucial role in shaping who we are. Each neuron communicates with others through connections known as synapses. Every time we engage in a repetitive behavior, a new synaptic connection is strengthened, reinforcing that behavior in our brain's complex network. This process is known as synaptic plasticity, which allows our brain to adapt and reorganize itself according to our experiences. When we form habits, be it a morning routine, a way of responding to stress, or even our thoughts about self-worth, these pathways become more established. Repeated activation of specific neural pathways strengthens the connections, making those actions or thoughts feel almost automatic. The intricate dance of neurons and synapses illustrates not just how our brains work, but also how our identities are, in many ways, intricately woven into these connections. Every habit and every learned behavior leaves an imprint on the fabric of who we are. Understanding the biological processes behind habits and identity opens doors to self-awareness and personal growth. Recognizing that our brains can change helps us realize that we have the power to reshape our identities at any moment. By consciously choosing to develop new habits, through mindfulness, journaling, or changing our daily routines, we actively engage with our neural pathways. For instance, if one decides to replace negative self-talk with affirmations, over time, new synaptic connections form, allowing a more positive self-identity to emerge. This conscious effort to reshape these neural networks is akin to becoming the author of our own story, crafting an identity that resonates with our true self. It invites us to reflect on who we want to become, gently reminding us that we aren't merely a product of our past experiences, but rather the architects of our future selves, capable of profound change. As you embark on the journey of self-discovery and transformation, consider incorporating small, manageable changes into your daily life. For instance, try setting aside a few minutes each day for mindful meditation or positive affirmations. This not only cultivates a habit, but also sparks the process of creating new and more empowering neural pathways in your brain. Why the brain resists change and keeps us in familiar patterns, even when they are harmful. The brain's resistance to change can be traced back to its foundational role as a survival mechanism. When faced with uncertainty, the brain prefers the comfort of familiar routines, viewing these patterns as safe havens. This instinctive behavior often manifests as a psychological anchoring to habits and mindsets that we know, even when they may be detrimental to our well-being. When we engage in a particular action repeatedly, our brain forms pathways that reinforce this behavior, making the familiar feel instinctually more appealing than the unknown. This resistance serves a purpose. It shields us from the fear of potential failure and pain that accompanies new experiences. However, this protective mechanism can also trap us in cycles of stagnation, constraining our growth and potential. The paradox lies in the brain's quest for efficiency that, while beneficial in familiar circumstances, can be a barrier in the pursuit of constructive change. Embracing change requires more than just an intellectual understanding. It involves a deep emotional upheaval. The courage to break free from harmful habits is often daunting, demanding not only the willingness to confront discomfort, but also to face the fears that linger in the shadows of our minds. Emotional responses to change can trigger anxiety and self-doubt, reinforcing our inclination to retreat to what we know. Venturing into the unfamiliar stirs a host of feelings that can oscillate between anticipation and dread, making the decision to change feel like a monumental leap. To move beyond detrimental routines, one must cultivate a space of vulnerability, understanding that true courage lies in acknowledging these fears while choosing to act despite them. Recognizing that the path of change is laced with uncertainty allows us to develop resilience, rooted in the belief that we are capable of growth and transformation. Building an awareness of the brain's mechanisms can empower individuals to navigate their journey toward change. It is essential to remember that embracing discomfort is often part of the process. Start with small steps, identifying aspects of your life where change can foster growth. Engage in practices that challenge the status quo, whether by exploring new environments or adopting different mindsets. Surround yourself with support, share your intentions, and allow others to journey alongside you. Over time, these small changes can accumulate and reshape the familiar pathways in your brain, paving the way for a more fulfilling and expansive life. Chapter 2: The Subconscious Blueprint. How 95% of daily thoughts and behaviors are dictated by the subconscious mind. Our subconscious minds wield incredible power over our daily lives, capturing an astounding 95% of our thoughts and behaviors. This staggering statistic reveals the extent to which our subconscious shapes our actions, emotions, and reactions. It operates beneath the surface, guiding us in ways we often fail to recognize or fully understand. Acknowledging this profound influence is essential. It is not merely an abstract concept. It is a compelling truth that can alter the way we perceive our choices and interactions. Our past experiences, beliefs, and ingrained habits, all stored within the subconscious, mold our responses to the world around us. Consider the young person who feels overwhelmed every time they step into a crowded room. Unbeknownst to them, a childhood experience of being shunned at school has ingrained a pattern of anxiety around social gatherings. This fear is not a conscious decision. Rather, it emerges spontaneously from a well of subconscious memories and emotions. Similarly, think of someone who procrastinates even when they have pressing deadlines. They may consciously desire to succeed, but find themselves stuck in a cycle of avoidance, driven by deeper fears of failure or perfectionism lodged in their subconscious. These examples showcase how invisible threads connect our past to current behaviors, often directing us in directions we never consciously chose. As we navigate our daily lives, our subconscious manifests itself in seemingly mundane interactions. Maybe it is the gentle smile shared with a stranger, an automatic way of greeting friends, or the defensive tone that creeps into a conversation when discussing a sensitive topic. These behaviors are not random. They stem from years of conditioning and response. Each reaction is a nuanced expression of our subconscious programming, influenced by experiences and emotions that we may not even remember. Understanding this can empower us. By becoming aware of our patterns, we can begin the journey of reprogramming our subconscious thoughts and behaviors. A simple practice, such as daily mindfulness or reflective journaling, can help uncover these hidden influences, allowing for growth and transformation in our lives. Where limiting beliefs come from: childhood programming, trauma, and cultural conditioning. Limiting beliefs are not inherent traits. They are learned behaviors that often take root in our early childhood experiences. As children, we are like sponges, soaking up everything from our environments: the words of our caregivers, the incidents at school, and the subtle cues from our communities. These formative years are crucial, shaping how we view ourselves and our potentials. For example, if a child consistently hears messages of inadequacy or is met with harsh criticism, a belief may develop that they are not good enough or that failure is inevitable. This internal narrative can be reinforced by cultural messages that tell us who we should be or what we should achieve. A child might learn that to be worthy, they must excel in academics, sports, or social interactions. These early lessons weave into the fabric of our identities, often unnoticed, until they manifest as barriers in our adult lives. Recognizing these connections calls for emotional self-awareness. Understanding how deeply rooted experiences shape limiting beliefs allows us to confront and challenge them. Emotional self-awareness is the ability to recognize and understand our emotions and their impact on our thoughts and behaviors. By introspecting our emotional responses, we can trace them back to their origins. When we start to question why we feel unworthy or anxious in certain situations, we may uncover layers of childhood experiences or cultural pressures that inform these feelings. It requires vulnerability to dig into these feelings, but it is the first step toward liberation. Challenging these inherited limitations involves a conscious effort to rewrite the narratives we have assumed to be true. This introspective journey allows us to break free from the constraints placed on us by others and begin to define our identities from within. One effective method for fostering this awareness is gratitude journaling. Each day, set aside a few moments to write down experiences and traits you appreciate about yourself or that you are thankful for in your life. This simple practice can help shift your focus from what you think you lack to what you already possess. Over time, this change in perspective can slowly challenge and overturn the limiting beliefs that have defined you for so long. By recognizing your strengths and celebrating your achievements, no matter how small, you begin to dismantle the barriers that restrict your potential. How the subconscious reinforces self-doubt, procrastination, and fear-based thinking. The subconscious mind often creates a relentless cycle where self-doubt and fear work together to keep us stagnant. This cycle is not just a passing thought, it's a fundamental part of how we perceive ourselves and our abilities. When we consider a new project or goal, the subconscious springs into action, broadcasting doubts about our competence. What if I fail? Or who am I to try this? Hover in our minds like a dark cloud, merging with feelings of inadequacy. The more we dwell on these self-critical thoughts, the more they take root. Each time we refrain from acting due to these fears, they become stronger, digging deeper into our psyche. This cycle suggests that our worth is dependent on our past achievements, creating a feedback loop where every moment of hesitation reinforces the belief that we are not enough. As a result, each second we spend locked in contemplation is another second reinforcing our apprehensions. This internal dialogue hinders us from making progress, letting fear dictate our decisions. Procrastination emerges as a direct consequence of this debilitating cycle, weaving an emotional tapestry that is both complex and draining. The act of putting things off is rarely about laziness. Instead, it often stems from an overwhelming dread of inadequacy. As deadlines loom and tasks pile up, anxiety intensifies, creating a storm of emotions that leaves us feeling paralyzed. The emotional toll is profound. Guilt, shame, and frustration intertwine, leading us to escape into distractions that only amplify the underlying issues rather than resolve them. Awash in this sea of self-doubt and fear, we may become prisoners of our own making. Breaking free from these subconscious cycles requires us to confront these feelings head-on. Recognizing that the narrative we tell ourselves isn't necessarily the truth can be liberating. Embracing small steps toward our goals, focusing on progress rather than perfection, can begin to dismantle the fear that has held us captive for so long. To create a more constructive mindset, consider establishing a practice of daily reflection. Allow yourself to acknowledge the fears without judgment and then gently challenge those thoughts. Question their validity and seek evidence that counters the relentless narrative of self-doubt. Each day, take small actions towards your goals, no matter how tiny they may seem. This consistent effort can gradually transform your relationship with procrastination, shifting the emphasis from fear to possibility. When you start seeing progress, however minor, the power of your subconscious begins to shift, creating a new narrative rooted in confidence rather than fear. Chapter 3. The Addiction to Familiarity. The role of the brain's reward system in keeping us stuck. The brain's reward system is a complex network of structures that plays a crucial role in our feelings of pleasure and motivation. When we experience something enjoyable, such as eating our favorite food or receiving a compliment, our brain releases neurotransmitters like dopamine. This release reinforces the behavior, making us more likely to seek out that experience again. However, this system is also conditioned over time. We tend to gravitate towards familiar experiences, even if they leave us feeling unfulfilled. The paradox of this conditioning lies in our desire for comfort. Familiar situations, no matter how uninspiring, provide a sense of predictability that can feel safer than the unpredictability of new experiences. This repeated seeking of the familiar can keep us stuck in cycles where we chase the same fleeting highs, often neglecting more rewarding possibilities that lie outside our comfort zones. Many people can relate to the emotional comfort derived from familiar routines or relationships that no longer serve them. Think of a favorite old movie that you watch repeatedly, not because it is the best choice, but because it's comforting. In the same way, you may find yourself returning to old habits or unfulfilling jobs simply because they feel known and safe. There's a profound emotional weight in familiarity. It's a reassurance that can quell anxiety, even if it does not nourish the soul. Each time we engage in these familiar patterns, our brain gets a small reward, a fleeting moment of relief. Yet, every repeat of this cycle can heighten the sense of stagnation, creating a conflict between the comfort of the familiar and the longing for something more meaningful. Understanding this interplay between our brain's reward pathways and our emotional needs is essential for breaking free from unfulfilling cycles. One practical approach to begin this process is to gently introduce small changes in your routine. Try exploring a different route to work or picking up a new hobby. By consciously exposing yourself to new experiences, you can start to rewire your brain's reward system, making it more adaptable to novelty and change. Embrace discomfort as a necessary part of growth, and over time, you may find that the fulfillment of new experiences outweighs the fleeting comfort of the familiar. How we unconsciously seek out the same emotions, relationships, and experiences, even when they don't serve us. The unconscious drive to repeat old patterns often feels like a force beyond our control. We find ourselves drawn to familiar relationships, even when they bring us sadness or frustration. This tendency could stem from a primal instinct aimed at safety. Our minds often crave the comfort of known emotions and interactions, even if they are negative. For example, someone who grew up in a tumultuous household might unconsciously seek out tumultuous relationships as adults. The chaos feels familiar and paradoxically safe. Recognizing these patterns requires introspection and a willingness to delve into our emotional histories, exploring why we cling to certain experiences that, on the surface, appear to hinder our happiness. Each repeating pattern acts as both a comfort and a chain, binding us to a past that no longer serves our present selves. Reflecting on one's life can illuminate these emotional routines, revealing hidden truths about our desires and fears. Journaling, meditation, or even heartfelt conversations with friends can provide valuable insights into the repetitive themes in our lives. It's important to ask ourselves challenging questions. What feelings do I seek repeatedly? Are these emotions bringing me peace or turmoil? By observing our emotional landscape, we can start to map the connections between our past experiences and current choices. Consider the relationships we gravitate towards or the situations we find ourselves in. Are they invigorating or draining? This reflection opens the door to awareness, allowing us to recognize when we are caught in the web of old habits and emotions that no longer align with our well-being. As you navigate this journey of self-discovery, remember that change begins with understanding. One practical tip is to create a simple emotional log where you jot down your feelings after significant interactions or events. Over time, patterns may emerge that highlight specific emotions or situations you frequently seek out. This record serves as a mirror, reflecting not just what happens to you, but what you choose to engage with repeatedly. With this awareness, the next step is to challenge those routines, replacing them with experiences that nurture growth and well-being. Embrace this process of unlearning what doesn't serve you, allowing space for new, healthier patterns to emerge. Breaking the cycle. How to start making the unfamiliar familiar and step into new possibilities. Introducing novel experiences into your life can feel like standing at the edge of a vast, uncharted ocean, with its waves whispering tales of adventure and transformation. The first step is to cultivate a mindset open to change, one that embraces the unfamiliar and seeks it out. It can be anything from trying a new hobby, exploring a different cuisine, or engaging in conversations with people outside your usual circle. These small yet profound shifts help broaden your perspective, shedding light on aspects of life you've overlooked. Even slight changes to your routine, like taking a different route to work or picking up a book in a genre you've never explored, can spark a chain reaction of curiosity and growth. Over time, as you step outside your comfort zone, the unfamiliar begins to lose its intimidating edge and transforms into a space rich with possibilities. The journey into the unknown often brightens the paths of our emotional landscapes. Stepping into new experiences can liberate us from the confines of fear and self-doubt, inviting us to imagine a future where our dreams are more than mere whispers. As we challenge ourselves to embrace uncertainty, we find that new potential blooms within us. The thrill that accompanies a leap into the unknown is exhilarating. It awakens our senses and ignites our passions. This emotional liberation teaches us that we can craft our own reality, moving beyond the limitations we've imposed on ourselves. As we paint these new possibilities into our lives, they become not just aspirations but tangible goals we can work towards. We begin to realize that every small step we take leads us closer to the person we wish to become. Allow yourself to act on even the simplest urges for change, for it is in those small decisions that the foundations of a new path are laid. Each experience, familiar or unfamiliar, adds depth and texture to the narrative of your life. Embrace curiosity and let it be your guide, for often, the most captivating stories begin with a question. What if? By consistently leaning into the unknown, not only do you reshape your experiences, but you rewrite your belief in yourself. Surround yourself with stories of others who dared to break their cycles and gain courage from their triumphs. The only way to truly discover what is possible is to step into the unfamiliar and allow it to become part of your story. Chapter 4: Neuroplasticity, Reprogramming Your Mind for Change. The plastic nature of the brain. How thoughts, emotions, and experiences physically reshape neural connections. Neuroplasticity is an incredible feature of the human brain, allowing it to change and adapt throughout our lives. It is the brain's innate ability to create new neural connections in response to our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. When we learn something new or practice a skill, our brain reorganizes itself, reinforcing pathways that support that knowledge or ability. This means that our brains are not static, they are dynamic and constantly evolving. For instance, when you focus intently on a task, the neurons associated with that task fire together, strengthening the connection between them. This is the essence of neuroplasticity, where what we think and feel literally shapes the physical structure of our brains. Every moment we choose to engage with our thoughts and feelings, we are sculpting our brain's architecture and paving the way for new experiences, capabilities, and insights. Consider for a moment the vast potential of neuroplasticity. The realization that your brain can evolve based on your mind's activities can be both awe-inspiring and liberating. People can overcome challenges and transform their lives through intentional practice, mindfulness, and resilience. This evolution is not just relegated to moments of triumph. It is present in the quiet moments of reflection or the persistence in developing a new habit. Imagine rekindling lost dreams or redefining your self-image by simply nurturing your thoughts and feelings. Every effort you make to change, a new perspective, a healthier emotion, a different action, contributes to a neural makeover. This is not just a scientific fact. It is a profound testament to human capability and the limitless potential within each of us. To harness the power of neuroplasticity, you might consider integrating small, purposeful changes into your daily routine. Simple practices, like reflecting on positive experiences, engaging in mindfulness meditation, or learning a new skill, are not merely exercises in concentration. They actively enrich your brain's capacity. By dedicating even a few moments daily to fostering gratitude or exploring new ideas, you can activate the pathways that lead to personal growth and transformation. The key to embracing neuroplasticity lies in understanding that your mind's development relies heavily on your attention and intention, reassembling your mental framework in a way that empowers you to become your best self. Real-life cases of individuals rewiring their minds after trauma, failure, or stagnation. Many individuals have faced profound challenges that threaten to reshape their identities and limit their futures. Consider the story of Mia, a former athlete who suffered a debilitating injury that abruptly ended her competitive career. Struggling with feelings of loss and despair, she found herself ensnared in a mindset that echoed her trauma. Rather than succumb to this new reality, Mia undertook a journey of self-discovery. Through therapy, mindfulness practices, and a gradual return to physical activity, she restructured her thoughts and beliefs. Over time, she transformed her narrative from that of a victim into one of resilience. Mia learned to embrace her new identity as a coach, inspiring others who were navigating their own challenges. Her commitment to healing not only rewired her neural pathways, but also allowed her to forge meaningful connections with those around her. In each story of transformation, emotional resilience becomes the heartbeat of change. Take the experience of James, who faced multiple business failures that left him questioning his self-worth. Each setback seemed to harden the walls around his mind. However, through supportive friendships and introspective journaling, he came to realize that failure was not a permanent state, but a stepping stone. Cultivating gratitude and focusing on small victories, he slowly dismantled the negative thought patterns that held him captive. As James began to see every failure as an opportunity for growth, he ignited a profound shift within himself, fostering a sense of hope that allowed him to pursue new ventures with renewed fervor. The stories of Mia and James illustrate that change is possible for everyone, no matter how daunting the circumstances may seem. These individuals showcase the power of perseverance and the remarkable capability of our minds to adapt and heal. The emotional resilience they displayed serves as a beacon of hope for those feeling lost or stagnant. Engaging in self-reflection, seeking support, and embracing the possibilities of new beginnings are all essential steps in the rewiring process. You, too, hold the power to reshape your narrative, breaking free from the chains of past experiences and crafting a brighter, more fulfilling future. How conscious intention and repetition can break old neural loops and form new ones. Conscious intention is the first step toward transforming our thought patterns. It begins with recognizing the detrimental beliefs and behaviors that have formed over years, often without our awareness. By tapping into our awareness, we can consciously choose thoughts that reflect our true desires and intentions, allowing us to displace the negative thought loops that have been ingrained in our neural pathways. This process requires careful reflection, as we must identify the specific thoughts that no longer serve us. Once we recognize these patterns, we can craft positive affirmations or mantra-like phrases that resonate with our aspirations. Replacing old narratives with new ones takes effort, but each conscious thought gradually rewires our brains, forming healthier connections that foster personal growth. Daily practice is essential for embedding these new, positive neural connections. Repetition acts as the chisel that carves out new pathways in the intricate network of our brains. Incorporating a routine where we actively engage with our affirmations, perhaps through journaling or verbalizing them aloud, reinforces these messages. It becomes increasingly effective when we pair this practice with visualization. Imagining ourselves living out our intentions fosters a new reality in our minds, making the vision more tangible and achievable. Over time, as we consistently practice this repetition, the old loops weaken and the new pathways solidify. This transformative approach allows us to cultivate resilience, compassion, and a profound sense of purpose in our lives. As you embark on this journey of reshaping your neural landscape, consider dedicating just a few minutes each day to this practice. Whether morning or night, find a quiet space to focus on your intentions, speak them aloud, and visualize yourself embracing the change. Stay committed to this process, and you'll soon discover the powerful effect that conscious intention and repetition can have on your mind and life. With patience and dedication, profound change is not only possible, it becomes your new reality. Chapter 5. Breaking the Habit of Being You. Why identity is fluid, not fixed. Our sense of self is often thought of as a solid, unwavering entity, but this perspective fails to capture the reality of our existence. Identity is not a static monument, but a flowing stream, shaped by the experiences we gather along our journey. Every encounter, every relationship, and every challenge molds us subtly, and often profoundly, reflecting the dynamic nature of who we are. Life's uncertainties can throw us into unexpected situations, pushing us to evolve and adapt. Embracing this fluidity allows us to see ourselves in new lights as we navigate different roles, passions, and environments. The people we meet, the stories we hear, and the struggles we face contribute to the ongoing evolution of our identity, reminding us that we are not confined to one fixed version of ourselves. The act of re-examination can illuminate parts of our personality that we might have overlooked, presenting the opportunity to redefine who we are consistently. Personal reinvention stands as a thrilling testament to human resilience and creativity. Rather than viewing transformation as overwhelming or daunting, we can embrace it as an exciting chance to embark on new adventures of self-discovery. The beauty of life is that we possess the innate ability to reshape our identities with each chapter we write. Each ending is merely the prelude to a new beginning, and every setback can propel us toward growth. This process of reinvention is not just about shedding old skins, but rather about integrating our past experiences into the complex tapestry of who we are. It invites us to ask essential questions. What do I want? Who do I wish to become? The courage to embrace change can unlock new paths, revealing interests and passions that resonate deeply. Engaging in this journey leads to greater self-awareness, fostering a richer understanding of what it means to be authentically human. The fluidity of identity and the thrill of reinvention offer profound insights into our lives. To engage deeply with this concept, regularly reflect on your experiences and the values that drive you. Journaling can be an excellent tool for this, allowing you to map out your growth and recognize patterns over time. Celebrate your evolution, however small, and remain open to the possibilities that each new experience may bring. Embrace your ever-changing narrative as a unique and beautiful part of your human experience, reminding you that the journey of self-discovery is ongoing. How your personal story is shaped by past experiences and habitual thoughts, and how to rewrite it. Every person carries within them a unique narrative shaped by countless experiences and deeply ingrained beliefs. These personal stories are not fixed and serve as constructs weaving together moments of triumph, heartache, joy, and despair. Each memory and thought helps form the lens through which an individual views the world, often unconsciously dictating their choices and feelings about themselves and their lives. Recognizing the nature of these narratives is the first step toward understanding how they influence one's reality. It's essential to see that these stories, often filled with self-criticism or limiting beliefs, are not definitive truths but interpretations filtered through the mind. By acknowledging that personal narratives can be reconstructed, individuals can begin the process of deconstructing the narratives they tell themselves, leading to new pathways of understanding and growth. To rewrite your story for empowerment and authenticity, the journey begins with reflection. Carve out moments of solitude to sift through your thoughts and past experiences. Consider what beliefs you hold about yourself and whether they align with the person you aspire to be. Journal about pivotal moments in your life. Write about the emotions they stirred and the lessons they taught you. It can be helpful to frame these moments not just as events, but as chapters in a larger narrative. Identify the chapters that no longer serve you, those filled with negative self-talk or feelings of inadequacy, and outline what you want the new narrative to look like. Once you have clarity, engage actively with this new story. Whatever change you seek, embrace it daily through affirmations, visualization, or even dialogue with trusted friends. Allow your new narrative to take root in your thoughts and actions, fostering an environment where authenticity can flourish. Consider that storytelling is not just a solitary endeavor, it's an interactive process. Sharing your rewritten narrative with others can amplify its impact, as each interaction reinforces your new story. Surround yourself with companions who support and uplift your journey. They'll provide the essential feedback and encouragement that can help solidify your transformation. Remember, rewriting your personal story is a continuous process. It can feel daunting at times, but it's a powerful tool for forging a life that truly reflects who you are. One practical tip to cement your new narrative is to create a daily habit of affirming your desired beliefs. Morning affirmations or evening reflections can act as anchors to ground you in your new story, helping it become part of your evolving identity. Step-by-step process to dissolve negative self-identities and limiting roles. Negative self-identities are those voices in our heads that tell us we are not good enough, not capable, or not deserving. They anchor us to roles that limit our potential and keep us from growing. To dismantle these identities, we first need to identify them. This involves an honest and often painful look at our beliefs, experiences, and the narratives we have constructed about ourselves. Journaling can serve as a powerful tool here, allowing thoughts to flow freely and revealing patterns that may have remained hidden. Ask yourself probing questions. What labels have I accepted? How have these labels shaped my actions and decisions? These inquiries can unearth deep-seated beliefs that no longer serve us and provide clarity on which identities are holding us back. By recognizing these negative identities, we can begin to understand their origins, the events or experiences that led us to adopt them. It's the awareness that serves as the first step toward freedom. Engaging emotionally in the process of self-discovery is crucial. It requires hope and courage to face the truth about ourselves. As we navigate through our thoughts and feelings, we may confront sadness, anger, or fear. It's essential to allow these emotions to surface without judgment. This is where transformation begins. It is the alchemy of turning pain into power. Embrace the vulnerability that comes with this journey, as it is a testament to your strength. Share your feelings with trusted friends or mentors who can help mirror your experience. Through vulnerability, we often find community and shared experiences, allowing us to realize that we are not alone. Encourage yourself to visualize a future where limiting roles don't define you. What would your life look like without these identities? This vision can stimulate the courage you need to break free, transcending beyond self-imposed boundaries. Remember, it is through emotional engagement that you can cultivate the resilience necessary for lasting change. Dismantling negative identities is not a linear process. It requires patience and compassion for oneself. As you brave this journey, it's helpful to integrate small, actionable steps into your routine that promote this change. Perhaps it's developing new habits that reflect the person you want to become or surrounding yourself with people who uplift you. It can also be beneficial to engage in affirmations that reinforce your worth and capabilities. When you catch yourself slipping back into old thought patterns, gently remind yourself of your new narrative. Celebrate even the smallest victories, as each step forward is a progression toward a more authentic version of yourself. Growth is an unfolding journey, and every moment spent in pursuit of understanding and transformation is a testament to your resilience. With each step you take, imagine the possibility of a life unencumbered by limitations, where your true self can shine. Chapter 6: The Quantum Mind: How Thoughts Collapse Reality. The science of thoughts as energy, how focus, intention, and belief shape outcomes. Our thoughts are not just fleeting ideas, they are powerful energetic phenomena that influence our reality. Science and spirituality often dwell in separate realms, yet a closer examination reveals profound connections. Neuroscience suggests that thoughts create neural pathways in our brains, forming patterns that can shape our emotions, reactions, and even physical health. Every thought generates energy, vibrating at different frequencies, which interacts with the energies of the universe around us. This phenomenon is supported by principles found in quantum physics, where the observer effect highlights the profound impact of observation and intention on outcomes. By understanding how our thoughts emit energy, we can recognize our role as creators of our experiences, bridging the gap between the tangible and the intangible, the scientific and the mystical. Recognizing the power of focus and intention brings empowerment to our everyday lives. When we focus on specific desires or goals, we align our mental and emotional energies to manifest those outcomes. Intention is the key ingredient in this energetic equation. With a clear and heartfelt intention, we send our thoughts into the universe, setting in motion a series of events that can transform our reality. This creative power lies within everyone, waiting to be harnessed. By setting intentions with clarity and passion, we can attract experiences that resonate with our deepest desires. The belief that our thoughts can shape our reality turns every moment into a chance to consciously create the life we envision, fostering a sense of agency that can inspire profound change. As you explore the interplay of thoughts, energy, and intention, consider implementing daily practices that sharpen your focus and clarify your intentions. Techniques such as mindfulness meditation can help ground your thoughts, allowing you to harness their energy more effectively. Additionally, writing down your intentions can solidify your desires and keep them at the forefront of your mind. Remember, the energy of your thoughts has the potential to create waves of change in your life. Each thought is a drop in the ocean of possibility. How the observer effect in quantum mechanics relates to personal transformation. The observer effect in quantum mechanics teaches us that the act of observation can change the outcome of an event. This fascinating principle serves as a powerful analogy for personal agency, suggesting that our perceptions and beliefs can directly influence the reality we experience. Just as particles behave differently when observed, our thoughts and intentions shape our existence in profound ways. Imagine standing before a blank canvas, where each brushstroke signifies your choices, fears, and aspirations. When you observe your life with intention and awareness, you engage in a dynamic process of creation, reshaping the very fabric of your experience. The narrative you tell yourself and the beliefs you hold can shift the direction of your life, illuminating the path toward transformation and growth. To embrace this transformative journey, consider setting aside time each day to engage in mindfulness practices, such as meditation, journaling, or mindful walking. These moments of reflection and presence can cultivate a deeper awareness of your thoughts and emotions. By observing without judgment, you provide yourself with the clarity needed to shift your perspective and actively participate in your self-creation. This simple yet profound practice can help you harness the observer effect not just in quantum mechanics, but as a guiding principle in your daily life, enabling you to envision and shape the life you desire. How coherence between heart and mind influences external reality. When heart-centered emotions and mental clarity align, a powerful synergy emerges that can create remarkable transformations in our lives. The heart and mind are often seen as opposing forces, but when we nurture the connection between them, we tap into a wellspring of energy that fuels our intentions and goals. Heart-centered emotions, such as love, compassion, and gratitude, resonate with a frequency that can uplift our spirits and illuminate our paths. When paired with mental clarity, the state of being focused, present, and purposeful, this emotional clarity sets a powerful stage for achieving desired outcomes. In moments of emotional authenticity, when we truly feel and express those heart-centered emotions, we set forth a clear intention that reverberates through the universe. The clarity of thought acts like a lens, focusing those feelings into actionable insights and creative solutions, allowing us to navigate our external realities with purpose and effectiveness. Together, these elements enrich our existence, allowing us to manifest our dreams in ways that feel not only achievable, but also deeply fulfilling. To manifest dreams, cultivating emotional coherence is essential. Emotional coherence arises when our feelings and thoughts are harmonized, leading to a consistent emotional experience that radiates authenticity. This alignment creates a magnetic energy that attracts opportunities, resources, and relationships that resonate with our true desires. It invites us to become aware of our emotions, to honor their presence, and to understand their significance in shaping our reality. By practicing techniques such as mindfulness, meditation, and heartfelt gratitude, we foster emotional states that are conducive to clarity and purpose. When we choose to dwell within heart-centered emotions, we are not merely passively wishing for our dreams to unfold. We are actively participating in the creative process. Each positive thought and feeling sends ripples of energy into the world, encouraging outcomes that mirror our inner state. As we embrace this powerful connection, we empower ourselves to take conscious steps toward our goals, guided by the rich tapestry of our heart's wisdom. One practical tip for enhancing the coherence between your heart and mind is to engage in regular moments of reflection. Create a quiet space in your day to explore your emotions and thoughts without judgment. Ask yourself what you truly desire, and visualize those dreams with vibrant detail while allowing yourself to feel the emotions associated with achieving them. This practice not only strengthens your emotional and mental alignment, but also fortifies your belief in the possibilities ahead. Remember, the journey of coherence is not always linear. It requires patience and dedication. By dedicating time to nurture this connection, you invite the magic of your heart and mind to collaborate, transforming your external reality in profound and unexpected ways. Chapter 7: Becoming the Architect of Your Mind. The power of conscious awareness in breaking unconscious habits. Conscious awareness serves as a powerful tool in our journey to break free from the grip of automatic habits that so often dictate our actions and choices. These habits, formed over time through repetition, can lead us down paths we may not wish to tread. By becoming aware of ourselves, we illuminate the shadows where these automatic behaviors reside. It is often in the everyday moments, those split seconds before we act, that the potential for change lies. When we cultivate a sharp awareness of our thoughts and behaviors, we gain the ability to choose rather than react. This choice is what empowers us to break cycles that no longer serve our best interests. Self-reflection and mindfulness practices offer a gateway to this deeper awareness. Taking the time to pause and observe our thoughts can be a transformative experience. Rather than reacting to our emotions or impulses, we can learn to sit with them, to understand their origins and the triggers that set them in motion. Mindfulness invites us to explore our patterns without judgment, creating a safe space to unravel the complexities of our inner world. In quiet moments, we can ask ourselves questions that delve into the why behind our actions. What prompts that late-night snack? What compels us to reach for our phones out of habit? Engaging with these questions enhances our self-awareness, allowing us to redefine our relationship with our routines. A practical tip to foster this conscious awareness is to start a daily practice of journaling. Set aside a few minutes each day to write down your thoughts and actions. This simple act can reveal patterns that you may not have recognized before. Over time, as you review your entries, you may start to notice insights about your habits. This clarity equips you with the knowledge necessary to make conscious choices, gradually replacing old habits with new, more intentional alternatives. Recognizing that habits are not fixed but rather fluid constructs that we can reshape is empowering, allowing us to navigate our lives with intention and self-compassion. How to develop meta-awareness. Watching your thoughts instead of reacting to them. Meta-awareness is the ability to observe your own thoughts and emotions without becoming entangled in them. It is a state of mind that allows you to step back and examine your mental processes, giving you the freedom to choose how to respond to them. This level of self-awareness profoundly impacts emotional regulation by enabling you to recognize when feelings arise without feeling compelled to act on them immediately. Instead of being swept away by anger, anxiety, or sadness, you can acknowledge these emotions as temporary waves. When you practice meta-awareness, you become more cognitively flexible, allowing you to adjust your thoughts and behaviors in a way that is more reflective of your values and long-term goals, rather than knee-jerk reactions. This deeper understanding of your inner landscape can transform your interactions with yourself and others, creating space for kindness and understanding in moments of distress. To cultivate this skill of inner observation, consider engaging in simple yet profound exercises that enhance your awareness. Start by dedicating a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. As thoughts arise, instead of pushing them away or getting involved, visualize them as clouds passing in the sky. Allow yourself to acknowledge these thoughts without judgment. Notice their shapes, colors, and textures. With practice, habitual thought patterns may begin to reveal themselves. You might discover that certain triggers consistently spark reactive emotions. Another exercise can involve journaling, where you write down your thoughts as they come. Allow this stream of consciousness to flow without censoring yourself. Afterward, revisit what you've written with a curious mind. Ask yourself what themes recur and how they connect to your reactions. Noticing these patterns offers insights into how your internal world operates and invites opportunities to respond with compassion rather than reactivity. As you develop meta-awareness, remember to embrace a sense of spaciousness in your thinking. Rather than seeing problems as insurmountable obstacles, cultivate a mindset that views them as opportunities for growth. When faced with a challenging situation, take a moment to pause and reflect before reacting. This might involve counting to 10, taking a deep breath, or even stepping away for a brief walk. By incorporating these small checks into your daily routine, you create a buffer that allows your more thoughtful, reflective self to emerge. Over time, this practice becomes a natural part of your response to life's challenges, ultimately leading to richer experiences and deeper connections with others. Every moment can be an opportunity to see your thoughts as they are fleeting, informative, and not necessarily grounded in reality. By choosing to watch instead of react, you open the door to a more profound, fulfilling way of navigating your world. Shifting from victim mode to creator mode in daily life. Recognizing the moments when we slip into victimhood is the first step toward reclaiming our power as creators of our own realities. These moments often come disguised in the form of frustration, helplessness, or self-pity. When faced with challenges, it's easy to believe that we are at the mercy of external circumstances, that life is happening to us rather than through us. However, this perspective can be deeply limiting, obscuring the vast potential we hold within ourselves. Take a moment to reflect on those instances when you feel overwhelmed by situations, or when you blame others for your misfortunes. Each time we feel that loss of agency, we are presented with a choice: to either remain entrenched in the quicksand of victimhood or to muster the courage to step into the light of empowerment. The shift begins with self-awareness. By recognizing these patterns, we begin to see our ability to influence our responses and shape our environments. Transitioning into a creator mindset in everyday scenarios requires intentional practice and actionable strategies. One effective approach is to cultivate the habit of reframing negative thoughts. When faced with a setback, instead of defaulting to the narrative of defeat, ask yourself what opportunities lie within the challenge. This simple but powerful shift, seeing obstacles as opportunities, can help open the door to creative problem solving. Additionally, setting small, achievable goals can foster a sense of accomplishment. Break down larger tasks into manageable steps, allowing yourself to celebrate the wins along the way. This creates a snowball effect, gradually building your confidence and reinforcing your identity as a creator. Exploring your passions and setting aside time for them can also ignite your creative spirit. Whether it's painting, writing, or coding, engaging in activities that inspire you can lead to a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. In practice, it's beneficial to maintain a daily reflection journal where you document your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Not only does this promote clarity and mindfulness, but it also serves as a powerful reminder of your growth. Each entry can reflect your shifts from victimhood to creation, capturing the moments when you successfully took control of your reaction to life's unpredictability. This simple act can cultivate resilience, reminding you of your inherent strength and capacity to shape your destiny. By consciously choosing your path and celebrating each step of your journey, you empower yourself to live authentically and innovatively. The key lies in the realization that within every challenge is the possibility for creativity, waiting patiently for you to reach out and embrace it. Chapter 8: The Power of Mental Rehearsal and Visualization. The brain doesn't distinguish between real and vividly imagined experiences. The human brain, an astonishing and intricate organ, possesses a remarkable ability to process experiences, whether they occur in reality or exist solely in our minds. This capacity is vividly illustrated through the phenomenon of mental rehearsal, where the brain engages in a form of practice that often feels as real as any lived moment. For instance, athletes frequently employ visualization techniques, mentally simulating their performances to enhance their skills. When they close their eyes and envision themselves executing perfect routines or making precise movements, their brains activate similar neural pathways as if they were physically engaged in the activity. This demonstrates not just the brain's power, but also its inherent inability to differentiate between what is real and what is vividly imagined. Our imagination, rich with detail and intensity, can sway emotions, build confidence, and affect real change in our physical circumstances, creating a bridge between thought and reality. Recognizing the brain's incredible capacity opens doors to transformative practices like visualization, enabling anyone to harness this mental power for personal growth. Visualization is not just for performers and athletes. It can be a daily practice for anyone eager to achieve their goals. By vividly imagining our desires, we create a profound emotional alignment with them, which acts as a compass guiding our actions. Set aside a few moments each day to close your eyes and visualize what you wish to achieve. Picture your goals with every sense engaged, see the colors, hear the sounds, feel the sensations. This immersive experience can evoke emotions that align with your aspirations, pulling you closer to the outcomes you desire. Over time, this mental rehearsal not only strengthens your belief in what is possible, but alters how you approach each day, inspiring you to take meaningful steps toward those goals. How to use mental rehearsal to rewire neural circuits for success. Mental rehearsal is an extraordinary tool that can reshape the very fabric of your neural pathways, steering your mind toward a landscape of success. To begin implementing mental rehearsal techniques, carve out a serene space where your thoughts can flow undisturbed. Close your eyes and take several deep breaths, allowing the outside world to fade away. Visualize your goals vividly. Imagine each detail, from the feelings you will experience to the sounds and sights surrounding you. Envision yourself navigating the steps necessary to achieve your aspirations as if you were experiencing them in real time. This kind of immersive visualization activates the same neural circuits used in actual experiences, encouraging your brain to form new, supportive connections that align with your vision of success. The more you practice this mental simulation, the stronger these neural pathways become, ultimately creating a powerful foundation for your future actions and thoughts. Understanding the power of consistent practice is crucial in altering not just what you envision, but how you experience reality. Each time you engage in mental rehearsal, you mercilessly dismantle barriers that may have seemed insurmountable. This process involves repetition, similar to how athletes and musicians refine their craft. As you repeatedly visualize your success, you are simultaneously training your brain to recognize opportunities and possibilities that might have escaped your attention before. Consistency in this practice fosters a profound transformation in mindset, one that encourages resilience, fostering a belief in your own capabilities. This belief, in turn, influences your decisions, propelling you closer to your goals and enriching your life's journey. Rewire your thoughts through this powerful practice, and watch as the world around you begins to shift in response to the new you. To deepen your practice, consider integrating mental rehearsal into your daily routine. A few minutes each morning or evening spent vividly imagining your success can set a powerful precedent for your mindset throughout the day. This ritual not only aligns your intentions, but also strengthens the neural connections tied to your goals. As your visualization flourishes, your sense of self-efficacy will blossom, giving rise to new experiences that reflect this profound inner change. Keep a journal to document your visualizations and any shifts in your emotions or actions, allowing you to track the transformation that unfolds over time. Ultimately, the fusion of mental rehearsal and consistent practice can lead to remarkable changes in your life, opening doors to opportunities you might have never thought possible. Practical exercises for visualization, emotional anchoring, and sensory activation. Visualizations can be more than mere mental images. They can become profound exercises that engage our emotions and shape our realities. One powerful technique involves finding a quiet space and focusing on a specific goal or desire. As you close your eyes, picture it in vivid detail. Imagine every aspect of that vision, from the sights, sounds, and even the smells that envelop you. Now, as that image takes shape in your mind, bring forth any emotions associated with this goal. Feel the excitement of achievement, the warm glow of satisfaction, or the deep sense of peace that comes from living your dream. Allow these feelings to wash over you like a wave, anchoring them with each breath. You might even want to touch something that triggers this emotional state: a smooth stone, a soft piece of fabric, or a cherished photo. This tactile connection can ground your feelings, making the visualization more tangible and impactful in your daily life. Engaging the senses goes hand in hand with this emotional anchoring. When you visualize, do not just see. Immerse yourself in the experience fully. Think about how achieving your goal would feel physically. Would you feel the warmth of the sun on your face? Hear the sound of laughter from loved ones around you? Smell the fresh air of a beautiful morning? Take a moment to fully inhabit the scene of your success, remembering that our senses are powerful connectors to our aspirations. By activating your senses, you create a deeply enriching experience that helps solidify your emotional connection to the outcome you desire. This practice not only enhances the visualization, but also deepens your understanding of what it truly means to reach your goals. As you engage in these practical exercises, strive to do them regularly. Consider setting aside a few moments each day to visualize and emotionally anchor your desired outcomes. Over time, practicing sensory activation alongside visualization will transform your relationship with your goals. It will turn aspirations into visceral experiences, leading to a profound connection that propels you toward action. Remember, the mind is a powerful tool, and by harnessing it with emotion and sensory details, you build a bridge to your goals that feels both achievable and inspiring. Chapter 9: Breaking Emotional Addiction. How the body becomes chemically addicted to emotions like stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. The biochemical nature of emotional addiction is deeply intertwined with the body's complex chemistry, which responds to our feelings in ways that can seem almost mechanical. When we experience emotions like stress, anxiety, or self-doubt, our bodies release a cocktail of neurotransmitters and hormones. These substances, such as cortisol and adrenaline, create a physical reaction that can feel thrilling yet overwhelming. Over time, as certain emotional states are repeated, our bodies start to crave these chemical responses. This craving is a form of addiction. Just like substances that stimulate the pleasure centers of the brain, negative emotions can establish a routine in our biochemistry, making it increasingly difficult to break free from the patterns we have created. We cling to these emotional states not out of desire, but because our bodies have learned to expect and demand the highs and lows that accompany them, often mistaking them for normalcy. Acknowledging the existence of this emotional addiction is the first crucial step toward healing. Awareness creates an opportunity for change. Once we understand that our emotional reactions are not merely responses to external events, but are also shaped by our own biochemistry, we can begin to reclaim our emotional lives. Recognizing the cycles of stress and anxiety allows us to intervene before our bodies and minds spiral into familiar patterns. It empowers us to seek healthier emotional states and to replace destructive habits with constructive ones. Emotional freedom is not just a lofty ideal. It is attainable when we notice our emotional responses and begin to explore the underlying reasons for our dependencies on certain feelings. This self-discovery can lead to the unlearning of harmful beliefs and the unraveling of negative emotional ties. Practicing mindfulness can be an effective way to bridge the gap between awareness and action. By becoming more attuned to our emotional states, we can start to recognize the triggers that send us spiraling into stress, anxiety, or self-doubt. This recognition gives us the power to respond with intention rather than merely reacting by default. As we become more mindful, we can also explore healthier emotional expressions and coping strategies that promote well-being. Shifting our focus from the addictive comfort of familiar emotional states to new, healthier alternatives can open the doorway to a richer, more fulfilling emotional existence. The process of releasing old emotional cycles and stepping into emotional freedom. Recognizing old emotional patterns often begins with a gentle awareness of our reactions to various situations. When an unexpected surge of anger, sadness, or anxiety arises, it's crucial to pause and reflect. Understanding that these emotions may trace back to previous experiences, some of which might not serve us anymore, can be the first step towards release. It requires a courageous honesty to admit that carrying the weight of past burdens can hinder growth and happiness. By identifying these cycles, whether they manifest in repetitive thoughts or recurring conflicts, we create space for transformation. Journaling can be a powerful tool in this exploration, allowing for the processing of complex feelings. Grasping the truth behind our emotional triggers may reveal patterns that, once acknowledged, can be gently challenged and unraveled. As we begin to release these old patterns, a new landscape of emotions awaits us, filled with possibilities and rejuvenation. This exploration may feel daunting at first, as the unfamiliar often breeds fear. Yet, envisioning a life unencumbered by habitual sorrow or frustration ignites a sense of hope. Embracing emotional freedom invites us to replace those old feelings with joy, gratitude, and daring vulnerability. Experimenting with new ways of expressing our emotions, like art, dance, or open conversations, opens doors to beautiful experiences. Each step taken in this journey enhances our sense of self-discovery, enriching our lives with authentic connections and profound insights. Moving through this process, we learn not just to survive, but to thrive, finding solace in the beauty of being fully present with our emotions. With this awareness and exploration, it becomes crucial to integrate practical exercises into daily life. Meditation and mindfulness practices cultivate a serene space for self-reflection, promoting clarity and emotional insight. Setting aside moments to breathe deeply and observe our internal landscape can transform how we engage with the world. It allows us to respond to our emotions instead of reacting impulsively. Additionally, surrounding ourselves with supportive communities fosters a sense of belonging while reinforcing our commitment to emotional freedom. Engaging in discussions around emotional health creates a rich tapestry of shared experiences that can uplift individuals. The path to emotional liberation is not a straight line, but a dynamic journey filled with growth, compassion, and limitless potential. Daily techniques to interrupt the emotional loops that keep you stuck. To break free from the emotional loops that often ensnare us, incorporating simple yet powerful daily techniques can be transformational. One effective method involves mindfulness practice, which encourages you to become aware of your emotional states without judgment. When an intense feeling arises, pause for a moment, take a few deep breaths, and simply observe the emotion. Acknowledge it, identify its origin, and allow yourself to feel it fully without reacting impulsively. This practice not only calms the mind, but helps you detach from the automatic responses you may habitually react with. Over time, mindfulness cultivates emotional intelligence, enabling you to respond rather than react, thereby reducing the power of those looping emotions. Another technique involves the use of grounding exercises. When you sense overwhelming emotions creeping in, reconnecting with your physical surroundings can provide a sense of stability. Focus on your feet touching the ground, the sensations in your hands, or the texture of an object nearby. This form of tactile awareness pulls you back into the present moment, disrupting the cycle of negative thoughts and feelings that often accompany emotional loops. It transforms the experience from one of being engulfed to one of observation and presence. Celebrating your personal journey towards emotional independence is vital. It's essential to honor your progress, however small, in incorporating these techniques into your daily routine. Change doesn't happen overnight, and understanding this is part of the journey. Consistency is key, as regular practice of these techniques fosters lasting change. Be patient and compassionate with yourself, acknowledging that setbacks are a natural part of growth. Each day provides new opportunities to apply what you've learned and integrate these practices into your life. Embrace the experience and allow it to shape you positively as you build resilience and emotional strength. As you navigate this path, remember that small moments of awareness and intentional practice can compound over time, leading to a profound shift in how you relate to your emotions. Each time you interrupt a loop, you strengthen your capacity for emotional mastery, paving the way toward a life lived not in reaction, but in thoughtful response. Use a simple mantra during challenging moments, reminding yourself that this too shall pass. Such reminders can anchor you in the present and enable a healthy, balanced emotional experience. Chapter 10. Rewiring Your Environment and Daily Habits. How external stimuli reinforce mental programming. Our environments shape who we are in profound ways. The people we interact with, the places we frequent, and even the sounds that fill our spaces influence our inner thoughts and emotional states. This influential blend of external factors creates a framework through which we interpret our realities, affecting our thought patterns and behaviors. For instance, a home filled with laughter and warmth can foster feelings of safety and joy, encouraging optimism and resilience. Conversely, a chaotic space filled with constant conflict can embed anxiety and despair deep within us. Environmental factors act like mirrors reflecting back our beliefs, often reinforcing mental programming that we've absorbed over the years, making us either flourish or falter. As we navigate through life, it's critical to recognize how our surroundings can enhance or undermine our peace of mind and overall well-being. To foster healthier thought patterns, it becomes essential to evaluate our environments critically. Look around and identify the sources of negativity and distraction that might linger in everyday life. These could range from toxic relationships that drain our energy to cluttered spaces that sow chaos in our minds. Understand that acknowledging these factors is the first step toward change. Creating a nurturing environment requires actively seeking out elements that inspire, uplift, and motivate. Small changes like decluttering a workspace or distancing oneself from pessimistic influences can initiate a ripple effect, facilitating a shift in how we think and feel. Engage with your surroundings intentionally, curate experiences and space that resonate with your aspirations, allowing for a mental reset that invites clarity and purpose. Be mindful that we possess the power to transform our surroundings. Implementing simple rituals, such as a daily practice of gratitude or incorporating elements of nature into daily life, can significantly cultivate a more positive atmosphere. Surround yourself with mindful practices that echo positivity and growth, reinforcing the mental programming you wish to instill in yourself. This awareness and proactive approach to shaping your environment can lead to profound shifts in your mindset, helping to create not just a physical space, but a sanctuary for your soul. Practical steps to redesign your physical, social, and digital environment to support transformation. Creating an environment that supports self-development starts with paying attention to our physical surroundings. The colors in our spaces can influence our mood and productivity. By choosing calming blues or fresh greens, we can foster tranquility and inspiration. Decluttering our living and working areas gives us room to think and breathe, reducing the chaos that often clouds our minds. Each item we keep should serve a purpose or spark joy. Surrounding ourselves with inspiring quotes, personal achievements, and meaningful photos can serve as daily reminders of our goals. This continuous interplay between our physical space and our mindset is profound. Our environment reflects who we are and who we aim to become. As we delve into our social environments, we may find that the people we choose to surround ourselves with wield significant power over our growth. Relationships steeped in encouragement and positivity can be invaluable. It's crucial to engage with those who inspire us and challenge us to grow, for they mirror our potential back to us. Learning to set boundaries is equally important. Distancing ourselves from negativity or toxicity allows space for nurturing connections. Additionally, consider creating community spaces that nurture emotional safety, whether that's in local meetups or online forums. Every interaction has the capacity to either build or break us, so being intentional in these choices can lead to transformative growth. In the digital landscape, our online interactions and the information we consume shape our perspectives and mental states. Streamlining our digital life means curating our social media feeds to include voices that uplift and educate us. Limiting distractions from unnecessary notifications or mindless scrolling creates opportunities to engage in more fulfilling activities. By practicing digital minimalism, we attract an online environment that empowers rather than drains us. This intentional curation invites serenity into our lives, akin to crafting a personal oasis in the vast digital noise. Embracing these approaches in physical, social, and digital realms empowers us to design a life that not only supports but fuels our ongoing journey of transformation. Start with one small change today, perhaps rearranging a room or unfollowing accounts that bring negativity, and notice how it impacts your mindset and motivation. Why small, consistent changes lead to massive internal shifts? Small, consistent changes have a remarkable way of adding up, much like the way a snowball rolls down a hill, gaining size and speed as it moves. Imagine waking up just 10 minutes earlier each day to take a moment for yourself. At first, it feels insignificant, just a minute or two of additional quiet. However, as the days turn into weeks, this seemingly tiny act creates a foundational ritual in your life. Those quiet moments become a sanctuary, allowing clarity and calm to seep into your thoughts. Over time, this little practice shifts how you approach your day, infusing greater serenity into your routine. The compounding effect of these small habits transforms not just your mornings, but also ripples through your entire outlook on life. Every small commitment you honor builds confidence, resilience, and mastery over your choices, reflecting the profound truth that transformation doesn't require an overhaul of your life, but rather the dedication to make slight, meaningful adjustments. The journey of incremental progress can be one of the most empowering paths to embrace. When you begin to identify with these small changes, something extraordinary happens. You start to reshape your sense of self. When you commit to a habit, such as consuming a healthy breakfast or spending 15 minutes reading every day, you're not just adopting a task, but embodying an identity. Each time you engage in this new behavior, you reinforce the belief that you are someone who values health or that you are a reader. These small actions gradually weave into the fabric of who you are. As this identity settles within you, it becomes a guiding force in your life, influencing your decisions and interactions. This journey toward cultivating a new self is richer when you celebrate these tiny victories. Progress becomes a matter of faith in the process, nurturing a belief that every step taken, no matter how small, is significant in shaping who you are and who you are becoming. Transformation occurs not only on the surface but deeply within us, changing how we perceive our capabilities and aspirations. To truly harness the power of small changes, you might consider starting today with just one thing. Choose a seemingly small habit that resonates with you. Maybe it's a nightly reflection before bed or a brief walk during lunch. Make a commitment, however minor, to stick with it. As days pass, notice how your feelings, thoughts, and behaviors evolve in response. This practice, rooted in patience and persistence, can help you uncover layers of potential that lie dormant within. When we embrace the idea of progress over perfection, we allow ourselves the grace to explore, learn, and grow, transforming our lives one small step at a time. Chapter 11. The Art of Letting Go, Trusting the New Identity. The Discomfort of Transformation. Why the Mind Clings to Old Patterns. Transformation often feels like stepping off a ledge into the unknown, a leap that stirs deep emotional discomfort. This unease is a profound facet of the human experience, signaling resistance that is both natural and instinctive. When faced with the prospect of change, the mind clings desperately to familiar patterns. These patterns provide comfort, a soothing balm for the uncertainties that transformation introduces. The innate fear of losing a part of oneself or of what is known creates an internal struggle. This tension feels heavy and daunting, as if a great weight presses down on the chest. Yet, this discomfort serves a purpose. It is a signal that something important is taking place beneath the surface, prompting the question of what will be lost and what will be gained in the journey ahead. Understanding this resistance invites empathy for our own journeys. It is essential to recognize that this discomfort is not a sign of weakness, but rather an indication of growth and potential change. Every time we challenge an ingrained belief or step outside our comfort zone, we are stretching the fabric of our identity. As we grapple with the old and the new, it's crucial to remind ourselves that discomfort is an integral part of the process. It can feel overwhelming, but it often hints at the exciting possibilities emerging just beyond our fears. Embracing this unease can lead to profound transformations, as it encourages reflection and self-discovery. For anyone navigating their own path, consider this discomfort a companion rather than an enemy. Each twinge of discomfort a step toward a more authentic self, urging you to evolve and embrace the journey of change. Practical steps can help ease the process of transformation. One effective method is to journal your fears and thoughts. Writing down what makes you uncomfortable can bring clarity and help untangle the emotions swirling within you. Reflecting on past successes can also provide reassurance that you possess the strength needed to navigate through this change. Remember, transformation isn't about becoming someone else. It's about unveiling the true essence of who you've always been. By acknowledging your discomfort, you can transform it into fuel for growth. How to surrender limiting beliefs and step into the unknown with confidence. Embracing the journey of surrendering limiting beliefs is not a sign of weakness. It is an audacious act of bravery and profound trust in oneself. Each belief that has been forged over time can feel like a heavy weight, anchoring us in a familiar but constricted space. Allowing ourselves to confront these beliefs requires courage, as it involves dismantling the narratives we have built our identities around. Picture each limiting thought as a fog that clouds the view of your vibrant potential. As you begin to recognize that these thoughts are not truths, but rather echoes of fear or past experiences, you can take a step back and assess their validity. The moment you choose to trust your inherent ability to navigate life's uncertainties, you open a door to new possibilities, transformative experiences, and deeper self-understanding. It is okay to feel anxious about this journey. Entirely normal, in fact. Embrace that feeling as an indication that you are on the precipice of growth, ready to transform into a version of yourself that is authentically you. To combat the fears that arise with stepping into the unknown, visualize a confident, new identity, one that thrives in the face of uncertainty. Imagine yourself standing tall, radiating a sense of assurance that you can navigate whatever comes your way. Engage all your senses in this visualization. What does this new self look like? What emotions does this person feel? How does confidence manifest in your being? By immersing yourself in this vision, you can cultivate a sense of familiarity with your potential. Close your eyes and mentally see this version of yourself overcoming challenges, embracing opportunities, and interacting with the world fearlessly. This exercise not only fortifies your self-image, but serves as a lighthouse guiding you through the fog of self-doubt. When you visualize yourself as capable and strong, you slowly begin to replace the nagging fear of the unknown with the anticipation of adventure. Your mind starts to recognize this new identity as a reality that is waiting for you to claim it. The practice of surrendering limiting beliefs and embodying a confident version of yourself is a journey, not an instantaneous transformation. It requires consistent practice, gentle self-compassion, and patience. A practical tip to keep this journey alive in your daily life is to create a mantra or affirmation that resonates with your vision of who you want to become. This could be a simple statement like, "I am courageous, and I embrace the unknown." Repeating this affirmation can be a powerful tool to reinforce your evolving identity, especially during moments of doubt. Pair this affirmation with moments of reflection, letting your heart guide you towards what feels true and aligned with your authentic self. The more you nurture this relationship with your emerging identity, the more confidently you will step into the unknown, transforming fear into a celebration of possibilities. Developing emotional resilience to maintain new mental programming. Emotional resilience stands as a cornerstone in our ability to maintain new neural pathways. This skill allows us to adapt to life's challenges with grace and strength. As we strive to reshape our thought patterns and behaviors, life inevitably confronts us with obstacles that threaten to pull us back into familiar, often negative ways of thinking. It is through the cultivation of emotional resilience that we create a buffer against these setbacks. This resilience not only aids us in holding fast to our new programming, but also enhances our overall quality of life. Each day becomes a journey where we face difficulties with a renewed sense of purpose, instead of succumbing to discouragement. The ability to bounce back from adversity, to regulate our emotions, and to maintain a hopeful outlook is crucial in making lasting changes. When we nurture emotional resilience, we equip ourselves with the tools to navigate life more effectively, transforming our experiences into opportunities for growth. Strengthening emotional resilience involves a series of techniques that empower us on our transformative journey. One effective method is the practice of mindfulness. By training ourselves to be present in the moment, we can observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Mindfulness opens the door to self-awareness, making it easier to recognize when we are veering off our new path. Another useful technique is fostering a support network. Surrounding ourselves with friends, family, or even support groups can create a safety net that provides comfort and encouragement during tough times. Engaging in regular physical exercise also fosters resilience. Movement not only releases endorphins, which naturally elevate our mood, but it also helps us to process stress more effectively. Furthermore, journaling can serve as an emotional outlet. Writing down our thoughts allows us to clarify our feelings, reflect on our progress, and affirm our commitment to our new mental programming. Each of these practices cultivates a state of mind that empowers us to stand firm in our resolve, regardless of the circumstances that arise. As you embark on this path of emotional resilience, remember that maintaining new neural pathways is not merely a solitary endeavor. It requires continuous nurturing and commitment. Celebrate small victories along the way, for each step forward builds a stronger foundation. Recognize that emotions are not barriers, but are, instead, vital indicators of our internal landscape. They guide us in understanding our needs and adjusting our responses. When faced with setbacks, allow yourself to embrace vulnerability. It is within this space that growth truly occurs. Connecting with your emotions and using them as a compass may lead to deeper insights and reaffirm your dedication to lasting change. The journey is not linear. It is a fluid tapestry woven from experiences, reflections, and transformations. To support your emotional resilience, keep a gratitude journal, where at the end of each day, you write down 3 things you are thankful for. This simple practice can shift your focus towards positivity and reinforce the neural pathways you aim to strengthen. Chapter 12: Manifesting a Limitless Reality. How Beliefs Shape Perception, and How Perception Creates Reality. Beliefs act as the lens through which we interpret the world, shaping our perceptions and ultimately crafting the reality we experience. Each belief can be seen as a conviction that colors our understanding of events, people, and ourselves. When we believe that the world is a hostile place, we perceive threats and negativity in situations where others might find opportunity and kindness. Conversely, if we harbor beliefs of abundance and trust, our perceptions shift, allowing us to see possibilities and connections that seem invisible to the fearful. This interplay is profound. Our beliefs create a mental framework that dictates how we extract meaning from our experiences. A simple example might be someone who believes they are unworthy of love. This belief can filter their perception of relationships. They may interpret a friend's criticism as rejection or dismiss compliments as insincerity, reinforcing their feelings of inadequacy. Over time, this belief becomes entrenched, distorting their reality, creating cycles of loneliness and disconnection. Encouraging reflection on one's beliefs presents an opportunity for profound transformation. When we take the time to examine our foundational beliefs, we can uncover those that serve us and those that constrain us. Changes in belief can lead to transformative shifts in our perceptions, breathing new life into stagnant experiences. For instance, someone might hold the belief that they are always destined to fail in their endeavors. By challenging this belief and replacing it with a narrative of resilience and growth, they can shift their perception of challenges from fear to a landscape of possibility. Embracing this new mindset can guide their actions differently, leading them to pursue opportunities they previously avoided out of self-doubt. To reshape beliefs, one might practice gratitude, engage in positive affirmations, or even seek the insights of a therapist or coach. These practices not only challenge negative assumptions, but also encourage a more supportive inner dialogue. Ultimately, the journey of self-discovery and belief reevaluation can unearth pathways to richer, more fulfilling experiences, showing us how powerful and flexible our inner landscapes can truly be. The power of gratitude, elevated emotions, and future thinking to attract new opportunities. Gratitude holds a unique and transformative power that can reshape our experiences and attract favorable circumstances into our lives. When we consciously choose to appreciate what we have, we shift our focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. This shift in perspective doesn't just elevate our mood, it creates a ripple effect that influences our surroundings. Imagine waking up each day with a heart full of thankfulness. Such a mindset brings clarity, allowing us to see opportunities that we might have overlooked before. In the quiet moments of reflection, gratitude emerges as a guiding light, illuminating pathways we never considered. This powerful emotion aligns our energies with positivity, drawing in synchronicities and experiences that mirror our elevated state. Higher vibrations in our emotional lives act like a magnet, attracting the people, places, and opportunities that resonate with our newly found positivity. Engaging consistently in gratitude and future-focused thinking cultivates a mindset that is open to new opportunities. Each moment we take to acknowledge our blessings and envision our future enhances our ability to navigate life's complexities. To make this practice a reality, set aside a few moments each day for reflection. Write down 3 things you are grateful for and a goal you want to achieve. Allow those feelings of gratitude to fill your heart and your mind with positive visions of the future. Doing this regularly will create a powerful feedback loop that nurtures your emotional well-being while inviting new possibilities into your life. A daily blueprint for maintaining your new, rewired mind. Creating a daily practice that aligns with your newly rewired mind is essential for reinforcing the transformative changes you've implemented. Imagine starting each day by dedicating just a few moments to center yourself. This practice can take the form of morning meditation, where you visualize your goals and the feeling of aligning with your limitless potential. As you breathe deeply, let every inhalation fill you with energy and every exhalation release the remnants of old patterns. Writing in a journal can also serve as a powerful tool. Take time each morning to jot down your thoughts, your aspirations, and the affirmations that resonate with your new mindset. This structured ritual allows you to actively engage with your evolving self while setting the tone for your day. As you progress through the hours, remind yourself of your intentions, perhaps through post-it notes that accompany you in your workspace or on your bathroom mirror, so they greet you each morning. This consistent action will help harmonize your mental programming, making your new beliefs feel like an integral part of who you are. Commitment to this practice is crucial. It is the bridge between intention and reality. Picture your mindset as a garden. Regularly nurturing this garden through consistent habits allows it to flourish, while neglect can lead to weeds of doubt and old beliefs creeping back in. Embrace the idea of consistency like the steady beat of a metronome. Even on days when motivation wavers, staying true to your routine will slowly, but surely, fortify your unbounded mindset. Acknowledge that true change is seldom instantaneous. It ripens over time. Set aside a specific time each day when you can connect with your newly reshaped mind, perhaps paired with a comforting ritual like enjoying a cup of herbal tea or taking a quiet moment by a window. Additionally, celebrate small victories along the way. When you recognize the mental shifts and celebrate your commitment with compassion, you reaffirm your dedication to growth. As you honor these daily practices with love and patience, you strengthen the foundation for a limitless life. To integrate this daily blueprint seamlessly into your life, consider creating a visual map of your routines. Whether it's through a colorful planner, a digital app, or a simple wall chart, a visual representation can act as a powerful reminder of your commitment. Allow this space to breathe creativity while reflecting your personal growth journey. It serves not only as a tracker for your habits, but also as an inspiring piece of art that honors your evolving self. This practice helps keep you accountable, while also serving as a tangible reminder of your limitless potential. By weaving together intentionality and action, you can create a rhythm in your life that embodies the profound changes you aim to sustain. Breaking free, a new mind, a new life. Reflecting on the journey, understanding how far you've come. Taking a moment to reflect on your transformative journey is essential. Life is not just about reaching the destination. It's about the milestones and experiences that shape who you are. Each step along your path, no matter how small, contributes to your growth. Consider the moments that brought you joy or even the challenges that pushed you to your limits. Every achievement, from the first small victory to the significant milestones, deserves acknowledgement. Celebrating these parts of your journey creates a rich tapestry of experiences that define your story. As you reflect, allow yourself to feel the weight of the progress you've made. The struggles and triumphs have molded your character, making you resilient and adaptable. Recognizing how far you've come can ignite a sense of pride and gratitude in your heart, reminding you that every struggle paved the way for the person you are today. As you embrace your journey, think about where you stand today. Acknowledge the steps you have taken, the lessons you've learned, and the person that you have become. This realization is the beginning of envisioning who you want to be. What do your future self and aspirations look like? Imagine the possibilities ahead and allow that vision to fuel your motivation. The closure from this reflection isn't an ending. Rather, it's an invitation to set new goals and dreams. It's a call to embrace the person that is still evolving within you. By understanding where you've been, you can better navigate where you're going. Take this moment to appreciate yourself and your journey, and use that appreciation as a stepping stone into the future. Practice gratitude daily, never losing sight of the incredible journey you are on, as it is both the path and the destination that make life profoundly beautiful. The lifelong practice of mental mastery. Why rewiring is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. The journey of mental refinement is a commitment that stretches across a lifetime. It is not merely a task to be checked off a list, but a deep exploration of our own minds, shaping our thoughts, habits, and emotions. Each moment is an opportunity to learn and grow, to see ourselves through a different lens, and to challenge the narratives we hold dear. This process is ongoing, and it's essential to recognize that perfection is not the goal. Instead, it is about embracing the imperfections and being open to change. With each experience, we build resilience and strength, weaving our unique stories that reflect our development. This commitment asks us to be patient and forgiving with ourselves as we move forward, understanding that mastery is not a destination, but a continual voyage. Embracing each step of this journey is vital for our evolution. Every experience, whether joyful or challenging, plays a crucial role in shaping who we become. By recognizing the value in each phase, we learn to appreciate the small victories and the lessons gained through struggles. When we view our lives through this lens, we find that even the setbacks contribute to our growth. Each moment offers a chance to rewire our thinking and develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. It encourages us to lean into discomfort and vulnerability, igniting our progress toward self-mastery. By attending to our inner dialogues and inviting new perspectives, we cultivate an environment where transformation thrives, validating the process as not just necessary, but fundamentally enriching. As you embark on this journey of mental mastery, remember that it's perfectly normal to feel overwhelmed at times. Take it one day at a time and celebrate the breakthroughs, no matter how small. Establish a practice, be it journaling, meditation, or simply pausing to reflect daily, to maintain an awareness of your inner world. This consistent engagement with yourself can illuminate paths previously hidden and nurture the continuous evolution of your mind. In every moment lies the potential for growth. Allow it to unfold as you explore the profound human experience. You are no longer bound by your past. You are free to create the reality you truly desire. Your past does not define you, nor does it determine the limits of your potential. Freedom lies in the realization that every day is a new beginning, a blank canvas waiting for your unique brushstrokes. Embrace the understanding that the chains forged by past experiences can be shattered, allowing you to step into the light of your own power. It's essential to recognize that the true authority over your life resides within you. It is time to cultivate a mindset that celebrates possibility over limitation, to ignite the spirit of empowerment that lives inside your heart. Release the weight of regrets and old fears, and instead, nurture the excitement of who you are becoming. Let this realization fuel your passion as you take steps toward your dreams. The world is vast and brimming with opportunity, awaiting your participation. Every action you choose to take toward your new reality sends ripples into the universe, inviting the life you desire to materialize. To pursue your dreams is an act of liberation. Relentless passion, fueled by your visions and values, has the power to transcend obstacles. When you find yourself driven by purpose, you become a force of nature, capable of transforming challenges into stepping stones for growth. Remember, your dreams are not merely fantasies but blueprints of what is possible. Hold on to that vision tightly, for it reflects the essence of who you truly are and what you can achieve. The power to shape your life is not an abstract concept, but a tangible force that comes to life through your actions, your resilience, and your unwavering belief in yourself. Embrace every moment you spend chasing your aspirations. Understand that even the smallest step taken in the direction of your desires is a victory, reinforcing your path to fulfillment. As you embark on this journey, one practical tip to keep in mind is to visualize your goals daily. Create a mental image or a vision board that captures the essence of what you desire. Engage your senses, see it, feel it, taste it. This practice will reinforce your commitment and keep your motivation alive. Remember, every moment you commit to this visualization brings you one step closer to your reality. The universe responds to the energy you emit and the vibrations you send out. Be the architect of your own future, and watch as the world begins to align with your newfound vision. Exercises for neural reprogramming. Daily awareness check-in, identifying and interrupting negative thought patterns. Becoming aware of one's thoughts and feelings can profoundly change our emotional landscape. Each day offers us a chance to perform a self-check, to take a moment to pause and reflect on what is happening within us. Start by finding a quiet space where you can sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take several deep breaths to ground yourself. With each inhale, invite peace into your mind. With each exhale, release any tension or negativity that's been clinging to you. As you settle into this stillness, gently turn your attention to your thoughts. What are the recurring thoughts that you notice? Are they supportive and uplifting, or do they lean towards criticism and doubt? A simple yet powerful practice is to keep a journal where you can jot down your thoughts and feelings each day. This act of writing creates a container for your inner experiences, allowing you to identify patterns over time. When you recognize negative thought loops, you take the first step toward disrupting them. Make it a habit to check in with yourself at various points throughout the day, asking, "What am I feeling right now?" And "What am I thinking?" This practice enhances your emotional awareness and makes you more conscious of your mental habits. Once you have cultivated this heightened awareness, the next step is to learn how to interrupt those negative thought patterns that can keep you stuck in a loop of despair. When you notice a negative thought arising, pause and acknowledge it without judgment. Try to visualize that thought as a cloud passing in the sky. Remind yourself that it's just a thought, not a fact. To create a sense of agency, use simple techniques like cognitive reframing. For instance, if you catch yourself thinking, "I always fail," try transforming it into, "I learned something valuable every time I try." This change in perspective can help shift the emotional tone of your thoughts. Another effective method is the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. It encourages you to identify 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. Engaging your senses in the present moment helps disrupt negative loops and anchors you back to reality, providing relief from spiraling thoughts. By embracing these techniques, you empower yourself to reclaim control over your mental state, fostering resilience and strength in the face of adversity. As you embark on this journey of daily awareness check-ins, continue to nurture a compassionate and curious relationship with your mind. Instead of fearing negative thoughts, view them as opportunities for growth. The more you practice these self-checks and interruption techniques, the more adept you will become at managing your internal dialogue. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate negative thoughts entirely, but to alter your relationship with them. Allow yourself grace during this process, knowing that change takes time, and every small step counts. Think of the completion of a puzzle. Each piece represents your progress, gradually forming a fuller picture of emotional well-being. Keep your journal close, and let it serve as a record of your evolving mental landscape, as well as a reminder of your resilience and ability to shift your narrative. Visualization blueprint. designing and rehearsing your ideal life. A structured blueprint for visualizing your ideal life begins with understanding your deepest desires and dreams. Picture yourself not just in the future, but in a vivid moment that you truly want to experience. This might include the career you are passionate about, the relationships that fulfill you, or the personal growth milestones that you yearn to achieve. Take a moment to close your eyes and journey within. Imagine the setting, the sounds around you, and how you feel in that moment. Write down your thoughts to give clarity to your visualization. Consider what specific goals align with that dream. For instance, if your ideal life involves a peaceful, beautiful home, think about what it looks like. Are the walls painted a calming blue? Is there a garden blooming with flowers that are alive and vibrant? The more detailed your visualization, the clearer your path to achieving it becomes. Emotional engagement is the heartbeat of this process. When you visualize your dreams, allow yourself to feel the emotions tied to that moment. Let joy, excitement, and even gratitude wash over you as you visualize reaching your goals. Imagine the laughter of loved ones in your dream home, or the exhilaration of receiving that promotion you've worked so hard for. Feel every sensation, what success smells like, what embracing your partner feels like, and what the warmth of the sun on your skin represents in your ideal life. Engage with these emotions as though you are living them now. This connection not only helps to solidify your goals in your mind, but also instills a sense of motivation that propels you forward. Embracing these feelings during your visualization can be a powerful catalyst for change. Incorporating regular practice into your life can deepen this experience. Consider setting aside a few moments each day to revisit your visualizations, allowing yourself to relive the emotions attached to your dreams. This could be part of your morning routine or before bed, where you can reflect on what you want to create in your life. Use techniques such as journaling about your experiences or crafting a vision board that captures the essence of your ideal life. Engaging with these tangible representations of your dreams can make them feel more attainable. The key is consistency. The more you immerse yourself in your vision, the clearer your path will become. One practical tip is to choose a specific time each day to dedicate to this process, allowing it to become a cherished ritual that reinforces your commitment to living your ideal life. Journaling for mental detox, releasing limiting beliefs, and tracking thought patterns. Journaling acts as a profound tool for mental detoxification, allowing individuals to sift through the noise of their thoughts and emotions. This sacred practice creates a sanctuary where one can explore the depths of their feelings, capturing fleeting moments of joy, sadness, confusion, and clarity. As ink flows onto the page, so too does a release of pent-up emotions, providing an outlet for those heavy thoughts that often linger in the brain, silently weighing one down. By engaging in this intimate dialogue with oneself, a deeper understanding of personal beliefs and biases emerges, illuminating the darker corners of the mind. The therapeutic benefits of journaling range from decreasing anxiety and depression to enhancing self-awareness and facilitating emotional release, allowing individuals to confront their inner narratives with courage and compassion. To consciously explore limiting beliefs and thought patterns, journaling prompts can serve as guiding beacons. Begin by asking yourself, what beliefs do I hold that seem to limit my ability to pursue my dreams? Allow the words to cascade from your mind without judgment, letting raw, unfiltered thoughts spill onto the paper. Reflect on specific instances when these beliefs were formed. Consider questions like, when did I first start to doubt my worth? Or what experiences solidified these beliefs in my mind? By tracing these thoughts back to their origins, the intricate web of emotions begins to unravel, offering clarity and insight into one's emotional landscape. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward transformation, enabling individuals to consciously choose thoughts that empower rather than restrain. Another powerful prompt to deepen this exploration is, what would my life look like if I let go of these limiting beliefs? Visualize yourself unencumbered, free to pursue possibilities without the weight of fear and doubt. Write down the feelings that surface, the dreams you would chase, and the person you would be in this new reality. This imaginative practice not only illuminates the constraints we place upon ourselves, but also serves as a reminder of the infinite potential that exists when limiting beliefs are bulldozed. Engaging with these prompts regularly can cultivate an environment of self-discovery, prompting a continuous cycle of release and renewal. Consider starting a daily routine, even if it's just 5 minutes each day, to document these revelations and insights. By embracing this act of self-reflection, profound changes begin to take shape, fostering a deeper connection to one's true self. Affirmations for limitless potential. I am free from the past. I create my future with intention. Embracing the affirmation, I am free from the past. I create my future with intention, serves as a powerful declaration of liberation. It allows individuals to break free from the shackles of their history, acknowledging that the burdens of past mistakes, traumas, and regrets do not have to dictate their future. When one truly internalizes this statement, it transforms into a catalyst for change. This mindset invites the possibility of new beginnings and endless opportunities. The moment we claim our freedom, we remove the emotional weights that have held us back, granting ourselves the ability to shape a life that reflects our true desires. This is not merely a mantra. It is a profound recognition of one's agency, an invitation to recognize that we can rewrite our narratives and, in doing so, redefine who we are and who we aspire to become. To genuinely harness this affirmation, daily repetition becomes essential. Just as the mind can be cluttered with limiting beliefs and negative self-talk, it can also be nurtured with empowering thoughts and intentions. By consistently affirming our freedom from the past, we cultivate a mindset steeped in intentionality and empowerment. Each morning provides an opportunity to articulate this declaration aloud or in quiet reflection. This practice not only plants seeds of positivity within our consciousness, but also reinforces our commitment to living with purpose. Over time, these affirmations begin to reshape our thought patterns, transforming self-doubt into self-assurance and the fear of failure into the courage to dream. Creating the future we desire is an ongoing process that requires both patience and commitment, as well as the willingness to confront and release what no longer serves us. Integrating this affirmation into daily life can take many forms. Consider that every interaction, decision, and moment of reflection can be infused with the spirit of this declaration. Visualize daily what your ideal future looks like, and allow these visions to guide your choices. Whether through journaling, meditation, or simple mindfulness, commit to the process of envisioning your best self emerging from the ashes of previous limitations. This practice not only empowers you, but serves as a beacon for those around you, inspiring them to recognize their capacity for change. Remember, liberation is not just a feeling, it is a journey. As you embrace this journey of self-discovery and intentional creation, you will find that the past holds no claim over you, allowing the horizon of possibility to expand endlessly before you. My thoughts are powerful, and I choose them wisely. Mindfulness serves as the compass guiding us through the intricate landscape of our minds. Every thought we entertain carries a weight, a potential to manifest in our reality, influencing how we perceive our lives and how we interact with the world around us. When we practice mindfulness, we cultivate an awareness of our thoughts, recognizing them not as fleeting whispers, but as potent forces shaping our experiences. Thoughts like "I am capable" or "I am enough" can serve as foundations for resilience, while negative thoughts can spiral into limiting beliefs that hinder our growth. By consciously selecting our thoughts, we can intentionally redirect our mental pathways, paving the way for a more balanced and fulfilling existence. Engaging actively with the affirmation "my thoughts are powerful, and I choose them wisely" allows us to harness the essence of this transformative practice. This isn't merely a mantra. It is an invitation to explore the depths of our minds, to question the narratives we've accepted, and to redefine our stories. Consider reflecting on this affirmation throughout your day, weaving it into your routine until it becomes second nature. With each thought we consciously choose, we carve out space for transformation. Embrace this practice as a sacred ritual. Through it, we refine not just our minds, but also our interactions with the world around us, crafting a reality that resonates with our deepest aspirations. A practical approach to embedding this affirmation into your life might involve journaling or meditative silences, allowing you to purge unwanted thoughts and embrace those that nourish your spirit. Every moment, I am rewiring my brain for success, love, and limitless potential. Affirming a commitment to continual growth can transform how you perceive each moment. It is essential to recognize that every experience, regardless of its nature, holds the potential for positive change. When you wake up each day, instead of viewing challenges as obstacles, see them as valuable lessons that teach resilience and foster strength. The brain is a dynamic organ, always adapting and evolving. By consciously choosing to reframe your thoughts, you create a mental environment conducive to growth. Each time you affirm your commitment to success, love, and limitless potential, you send ripples through your neural pathways, reinforcing the idea that transformation is always within reach. In this way, every moment can be seen as a stepping stone toward the greatness that lies within you. Integrating this affirmation into your daily practice requires intention and consistency. Start small. Incorporate simple statements into your morning routine or during moments of reflection throughout the day. Repeat affirmations that resonate with you, encouraging a narrative of growth and positivity. Consider journaling to document your thoughts and feelings, allowing your subconscious to absorb these affirmations further. Surround yourself with reminders, quotes, mantras, or images that inspire you can keep your goals alive within your mind. Tune into your inner dialogue. Challenge any negative thoughts and replace them with empowering affirmations. With dedication, you will notice subtle shifts in your mindset over time, leading to a more optimistic, resilient approach to life. Understanding that this process is ongoing can be incredibly liberating. Realizing that you are the architect of your own mind empowers you to create the life you desire. Moments of doubt will arise, but when they do, remember that you hold the power to rewire your brain. Embrace techniques such as meditation or mindfulness, which can enhance your ability to focus on growth and positivity. Practice gratitude daily, as acknowledging the beauty around you can shift your perspective significantly. It's in these moments of conscious choice that you tap into your limitless potential, recognizing that the journey of transformation is as valuable as the destination itself. You have come a long way. By now, you have glimpsed the power of your own mind. The way it shapes your reality, dictates your emotions, and silently scripts your future. But more importantly, you have seen that this script is not fixed. It is not permanent. It is yours to rewrite. Breaking the chains of the mind is not a one-time event. It is a lifelong practice. Every day, you have the opportunity to choose different thoughts, respond in new ways, and align yourself with a higher version of who you are meant to be. The old patterns, the self-doubt, the fear, the limiting beliefs, may try to resurface. And when they do, you will recognize them for what they are, echoes of a past self that no longer defines you. You are no longer bound by your past. You are no longer confined to the limitations you once accepted as truth. The power to change, to grow, to evolve, it has always been within you. And now, you have the tools to use it. So as you close this book, remember, you are not a prisoner of your mind. You are the architect of your reality, and your potential is limitless. Thank you. From the depths of my heart, thank you for embarking on this journey of transformation. It takes courage to question old beliefs, to step outside comfort zones, and to actively create change. But you have done it. You have taken the first step toward mastering your mind, and that is no small feat. I invite you to keep growing, keep questioning, and keep stepping into the limitless being you are meant to become. Thank you for allowing Mindful Literary to be part of your transformation. Here's to breaking free. Here's to a new mind, a new life. Now go create the future you deserve.